What's up, witches? My name is Taylor, and I'm the Tempest Witch here on YouTube, and today we're talking about Dagaz. So Dagaz is the rune of the dawn, the coming of the next chapter, the illumination of the new. It's not new beginnings as the sense of like Berkana being newness, but what has come before is melting away and the new horizon is coming. It is the rune of epiphany and realization and awakening. It is the overall sense of understanding, that epiphany moment of I finally understand. It's the rune of hyperconsciousness and awareness and coming into your own. It's more than just realization. It is, well, hyper-realization. It is a paradigm shift. It is a change in consciousness. It is bright and joyous and warm. Dagaz gives clarity and encouragement that what is coming will be good. Dagaz is a very big yes to the question that you're asking. So if you're doing just a one-off rune reading and you're asking a very simple question and you get Dagaz, it's pretty safe to assume that the answer to your question is yes. Now, if it's Merkstav, it's not this bright, sunshiny, epiphany paradigm shift. It is a lack of focus, a lack of consciousness, a lack of understanding, thoughts being muddied, sleepiness, sloth, blindness to what could be or what is. It's being stuck in your own biases and understandings of the world and not being willing to grow and evolve with the coming dawn. Dagaz, if it's Merkstav, talks about blocked energy or repressed energy, repressed ideas, things that you've been shoving down that are part of your truth that you want to forget about or hide. It's saying that it's time to come into your own, come into your self-actualization. When you limit yourself to what you perceive as what you should be, you deny yourself vision, you deny yourself growth, you deny yourself evolution in your consciousness, and you hold yourself back to your own detriment. By the same token, Dagaz can also mean that you've worn yourself too thin, you've been working for too long, you've been going and burning the candle at both ends, and you need to have a period of rest. So it's not necessarily always that, you know, you're coming into something and you keep going forward. It can also mean you've been walking and wandering for nights, and the dawn has come, the sun has come up, and your body is weary and you are tired. And it is okay to rest. That's what it means if it's Merkstav. Much like Kenaz, as a talisman, Dagaz can be used as an illumination of truth, but not usually as, where Kenaz is more bright and fiery, Dagaz is more warm and energizing and smooth. It's coming to a realization that's been building up for a while, coming to a truth that's been building up for a while. It's the realization portion. It's not the, aha, I figured it out. It's more of all of the pieces are starting to fall into place, all of the dots are starting to fit together, and your understanding becomes internalized. Dagaz also brings forth positive change when used as a talisman, so if you are trying to initiate something and bring on a new era for yourself, bring on a new chapter, it's helpful in that coming into the fold self-actualization moment and movement that you are trying to do for yourself. Because it is the dawn and daybreak and new ideas and becoming, you can meditate with Dagaz and use it as a, not only bring in positive change as we just mentioned, but also in understanding what is already at play and what already works. It's becoming aware of all the pieces and how they fit together. It's becoming aware of how you fit into the grand scheme of everything. So it's very helpful in meditation, just either holding it or putting it on your hand, like drawing it in marker and just holding it as you're meditating. That seems to help, so that's an idea for you. And overall, the energy of Dagaz is the warmth of dawn, the possibility of daybreak, the inevitability of dawn that comes after a long night. So if you've been to college, you've done an all-nighter. Don't tell me you haven't, because you're a liar. But when you've worked all night and you finally get your stuff completed and it's like 6 a.m. and you have to turn in your stuff by like 7 o'clock, and you get that inevitability of time keeps moving and there's nothing you can do to stop it, but you can work with the time you have and you complete it. It is that moment of, I did it. Of course, that's when you can self-reflect and be like, I should be better at time management. And if you're like me, you don't actually learn from your mistakes and you keep doing that, but that's fine. But it is the inevitability of dawn. It is, time will continuously move and there's nothing you can do about that. So you might as well appreciate the beauty in the dawn that comes and just roll with the punches. And I think the quote is always fun because, as I've mentioned before, I don't know where I got my information. I did it years and years ago and I've copied it all out and I have each page for each of the things. Obviously, take all this with a grain of salt. But the quote that I have written in here, who knows if it's from wherever I got it from, or I came up with it somewhere else, or found it somewhere else.
On with it. Yes, get on with it!
Time is an illusion that is once realized, is lovingly embraced, nonetheless. So I send you with those words. I hope you had a good one, and I'll see you on the next one. Skål, my friends.